Hey everyone, this is going to be the basic disassembly of the GSG 1911 and 22 caliber. This is going to be the basic field strip you need to do to clean your gun. Unlike a regular 1911, this has a couple more things that you need to do. First off, as you can see on this side here, there is a pin here and a screw here that have to be removed. Just like a regular 1911, what you're going to do is you're going to pull back the slide to that little disassembly notch over there and pull this pin out. This is just like a regular 1911. Then you have that pin right here. Take your Allen wrench. This is supplied with the gun. This is what you need to take it apart, or if you have another one, like on an Allen wrench set, this is what you'll need to take this apart. Comes with it. Take that pin out. Set that aside. The last you do is you take this. What I usually do is pop that safety on so the slide doesn't move around when you taking this off. You just take that out, put that aside. And then if this is the way I do it. If you want, you can just take the slide off now. And first I forgot to take out the magazine. I'm sorry guys. Always want to take your magazine out. What it does is it just comes right forward. And what you want to do is to get the spring out and everything, what you do is you push down on this recoil plug. Be careful that it is under spring tension. Put that aside. Use your recoil spring. Then here's your barrel bushing. Take that, you rotate it. If you're looking down on it, you rotate it to your right, and it comes right out. This is a standard 1911 barrel bushing. If you need to replace it or you want to replace it, just use the standard full-size 1911 barrel bushing. Just fell out the recoil spring. Now, I've been trying to do this on camera. Last time I tried, I couldn't get it. What's been happening is this little washer here keeps wanting to come up and it gets jammed up somewhere. So careful with that. A couple things you want to be careful with while doing this. First of all, you can see the mess I have here of little parts. You may be like, wow, that's a lot of parts, but it's really not that bad. And then your barrel slides right out, kind of tight. And there's your barrel. There's where all those pins and screws go into. That's pretty much what makes it a 22. Is this kind of configuration here. It doesn't use the traditional tilting barrel and link system. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not an expert, but correct me if I'm wrong. It does have the threaded barrel. You do to get a little wrench. You can take that off if you want to put on suppressors or anything like that, if they're legal where you live. So there's your slide. Nothing else needs to come down. Make sure that's all clean. You got your frame here with all the holes right there for the pins to go through. Okay. Now I was mentioning, sorry, getting over a cold here, guys, that it does have the magazine disconnect. What I'm going to do is shine the light down there. See that little silver thing right there on the back of the mainspring housing? That's your disconnect safety. I believe, I haven't tried it, but I believe if you replace this, which I probably will in the future with a flat one, that overrides or eliminates the disconnect safety right there. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I pretty much, I think I've heard that that's how you do it. Nothing else needs to come down on this part here. This is all ready for cleaning. You clean it like you would any other pistol. So now let's put it back together. What you're going to do is you're going to take your slide up, you're going to hold it like this. Here's your barrel. You're going to go right back in here. Make sure you watch, because it is pretty tight. What I'm going to do is put my recoil, or I'm sorry, my guide rod. Keep wanting to say that, call the recoil something. Now here's the part that I had a problem with this. This may look different, this part, because I got a new one, a new spring. Because nowhere in the book does it tell you that there's a wider end and a skinnier end. If you put this wider end down first, what happens is you got the skinny part sitting up in the plug there, and you got the rod coming up and going through the hole. What will happen is that skinny part of the spring will get wedged in between the hole and the rod, and I had a hell of a time trying to get it out. When it happened, I was like, what the heck's going on with my gun? I just bought this. It was like on the second or third magazine I ran through it. What you want to do is put your guide rod in there. Take the fatter end, the bigger end of the spring, and you're going to run it down. I'm sorry, other way. Almost got you in trouble there. You want the skinnier side, I apologize guys, the skinnier side to go against the bottom here. Now I take the barrel bushing, put that back on, rotate it back, take your recoil or your plug, sorry guys, you push that back down, rotate this back until it clicks in there, make sure that's in there right. And you can see here everything looks correct on this. So you can take your slide or your frame, put it back on the slide. There's a little part right here, make sure that's down. Okay. Pop that safety back on so it doesn't, well, no, actually you're going to need it off. Sorry guys. What I like to do is first to take this pin, push it on the left side of the frame, push it through. That's going to secure your barrel. Now you're going to pull it back again. That notch lines up like that. Take your slide catch, push it back in. Now you want to make sure you're careful with that because you don't want to swing it up. A lot of people refer to as the 1911 scratch or something like that. I'm not sure. A lot of people, what they do is they'll swing that up and you'll get this big ugly scratch that goes up through it there. let your slide come forward. Pop that on there just so it doesn't move around. Then you got that last screw that goes in here. Hopefully I got everything back together the way it's supposed to be. I don't have to start over. If I have to say anything bad about this gun, it is the disassembly and reassembly. Once you've done it a couple times, just like anything, you do get the hang of it, and it does get easier the more times you do it. Put our magazine back in. Safety down. And this time I got it. Magazine is in there and it's catching it. Release that. Remember, I say in my other videos, don't recommend that you drop the slide on an empty chamber. I've heard that it's not recommended and it's not necessary. You know, why do something if you don't have to? Magazine's in there. Make sure you drop your hammer. Oop. This was giving me a couple issues earlier today. There you go. Rimfire 22. You don't want to drop hammer on it. You don't want to dry fire 22s. It's not recommended. It can damage the firing pin and all that. So there you go. Not horribly difficult to do. Just that's all you need is a Allen wrench. I'm not big on that kind of stuff. I don't think they should make it so you have to have tools, but 1911s, I think a lot of people on the 45s, they also like to use the barrel bushing wrench, which is a wrench, but this one I don't find it necessary. You know, everything works now. Stays open, shuts. Magazine comes out just fine. You want to make sure you check all this stuff before you fire the gun. Drop that hammer down. There you go. Like I said, guys, once you do it a couple times, you get the hang of it. It really is not that difficult. Send me a message if you have any questions. If there's anything that I didn't show you that you're like, hold on a sec, I don't understand how that worked, just send me a question. If I get too many questions, I'll make this video again. So there you guys go. GSG 1911 22, great gun for the price. Great option if you can't afford a regular 1911 and 45 ammo. Functions and feels just like a regular 1911. As far as I can tell, I haven't handled a whole lot of them, but that's what everybody seems to say. So, okay guys, thanks for watching.